Sentinel Homes North versus South is proudly brought to you by Sentinel Homes and Hockey New Zealand in association with Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Ford New Zealand, and Sky Sport, your home for hockey.
Well, kia ora and welcome back here to St Paul's Collegiate. Continuation of the North versus South series in hockey. Sentinel Homes North-South series. First elite hockey action in New Zealand for this year, live from St Paul's Collegiate here in Hamilton. Yes, we've got the very best of the best in men's hockey about to battle each other. And this is much needed game time for these players ahead of the Tokyo Olympic Games for the Vantage Black Stick squad members. Yes, conditions glorious for this game today. We've had the end of these really pesky showers, and we are looking forward to what should be a very competitive and good game of hockey. Glenn Lama's my name. Craig Hardman, who teaches and coaches hockey here at St Paul's Collegiate, is with us for the call today. Craig, thanks for coming up, and it's going to be a fantastic match, isn't it, between two very evenly matched teams?
Yeah. Afternoon, everyone. I think we have a big battle on our hands today as you know, players try to secure that Tokyo spot.
Yes, certainly. There's going to be 16 players on the plane to Tokyo, plus 2 travelling reserves, so that's 18. And currently the squad is 25 strong, so 7 players are going to miss out. It's a brutal cut coming, and that decision must be made by June the 8th. Got to tell you too that we're delighted that long-term partner of hockey, Sentinel Homes, has joined us as naming rights partner for the Sentinel Homes North-South Series. Can also acknowledge too the Vantage Windows and Doors, principal partner of Hockey New Zealand and the Black Sticks naming rights partner. Hockey New Zealand would also like to acknowledge Computer Concepts Limited and Ford, the driving force behind the Vantage Black Sticks. So we've got a strong squad here of 25, but unfortunately we've got a few that won't be playing today in this contest. Brad Reid, of course, originally named in the squad, is not playing now for the next few months due to concussion. Kane Russell is also playing club hockey in Germany. Now in this North squad today, also not playing today, who's in the Black Stick squad, is Shea McAleese, number 18, 310 caps. He's the 4th highest capped Black Stick of all time. He's not going to be playing in this game today, but there are many others that will be. In fact, another 10 Black Sticks players are in this north side today, including new caps Sean Finlay, the 19-year-old player from Hawke's Bay, number 4, and Sam Hiha, another Hawke's Bay lad who's 23 years of age. They're going to be wearing number 4 and 17 respectively. So a strong North team. If you're wanting to know where that kind of cut comes, it's from Hawke's Bay up. And from the south, which go into this team as pretty warm favourites, perhaps. However, they are without their 2 very experienced players, Black Sticks players, Hugo Engels, number 4, and also missing out today due to a wedding. I don't think it's his own wedding, but Nick Ross is not playing today as well. Another very experienced Black Sticks player. He's played 130 games. So basically the South includes the entire South Island, all of Wellington and Manawatu, basically in their team as well. And Craig, that means the South, if we take the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League in November as a guide, where we saw the Central Falcons play, the Southern Alpiners play, we're really going to see probably a very strong South team in these next 3 games.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. The Alpiners and the Falconers definitely put it on, and it's up to the guys from up north to step it up and prove they've got the goods.
Absolutely. There's one new Black Sticks player in the South squad as well, number 21, Oliver McIntyre, Wellingtonian. He's also been pushing, or will be pushing, for Olympic selection over the next few months. So that's where it is. If you've just joined us, you missed the women's game today. It was a win to the South by 2-0. We mentioned during the commentary that Olivia Shannon got the first goal. It's now been credited to Megan Hull. We've gone back and checked that. We thought the deflection initially came off Olivia Shannon, but we've now determined it came off a defender's stick. So the goal has been credited to Megan Hull. If you actually check it out here, go back, Megan Hull with the strike from the penalty corner. That deflection there has actually come off Kate Ivory, who was defending there, Olivia Shannon. We initially thought it might have been her that got the touch, but it wasn't. So Megan Hull gets credited as the goal scorer in that game. And then in the third quarter, Holly Pearson doubled the lead for the South. Final score in that women's game earlier today, 2-0. So we're getting set now for the introductions of the two sides here at St Paul's Collegiate. Great conditions too. A little breezy, Craig, but all in all, it's nice and warm, no rain. It's really all set up for a good contest today.
Yeah, it's always interesting here. You have the classic southwest wind that'll blow through, which I think the players will probably enjoy because it is quite warm. But beautiful conditions down here at the turf. Players about to enter the turf.
Yeah, game 1 of 3 coming for the men. Next game coming tomorrow. We'll be back here at St Paul's Collegiate. Then on Tuesday night, we'll have game number 3. Here are the umpires in the red there for this clash today. Simon Taylor on the left and David Tomlinson on the right. Two hugely experienced international umpires. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, both of these blokes are off to the Olympics as well. So Simon Taylor and David Tomlinson. So here comes Megan with the Kookaburra balls for today's clash. Part of the group of Educare Balls kids that will be helping the officials today in this clash. So a big contest now. These guys will be itching to go to, Craig. Really fired up after not having a competitive match for a while.
I think they'll definitely be chomping at the bits. We haven't seen this many Black Sticks back in the country. Often they're overseas, and to have this sort of class playing today is awesome.
So the two keepers for the North, both Black Sticks, Leon Hayward and Dom Dixon. Jared Punchier wearing 3. Defender from Auckland, Sean Finlay, one of those new caps I touched on, wearing 4. George Muir. Rock in the midfield for North Harbour, wearing 5. Aidan Sarakai and Nick Wilson wearing 6 and 7. Both of those players in the Black Sticks as well. Xavier Guy, Charles Ulrich wearing 8 and 9. Tim Neild wearing number 10 from Taranaki. Benji Edwards and Steve Edwards wearing 13 and 14 respectively. Connor Greentree just running past the camera there wearing 15. Kim Kingston, who has played for the Black Sticks 19 times. Here's Sam Hiha, a lot of chat about him after his outstanding performance in the Premier Hockey League late last year. And the team is rounded out by Dylan Thomas, Xander Fraser, a late call-up, and Nick Woods, a very strong performance from him too, wearing 21 for the Mavericks in the Premier Hockey League, lethal from the penalty corner position. And a very good organising defender. Here is the South team. Angus Griffin and George Innocent are their two keepers. Robbie Capizzi, a late call-up into the South team. Jordan Cohen from Whanganui, he's in there wearing 6 today. Joseph Morrison, youngster from Canterbury, keep your eye on him, folks. He's got a big future in the sport. Nick Elder wearing number 9. Then we have 6 Black Sticks in a row. David Bryden wearing 10. Sam Lane, one of the best strikers we've got going in the country at the moment, wearing 12. Stephen Jennis hardly needs any introduction for the South team today. Dane Lett, Harry Muskimen and Jacob Smith, the MVP of the Premier Hockey League last year, wearing 16. And their team is rounded out by Matt Simons, Dylan Thomas, Dominic Newman from Canterbury, Malachi Bushell from Otago wearing 20, and new Black Sticks player Oliver McIntyre from Wellington, and the captain of the Black Sticks, Blair Tarrant. The coaches of the two teams, Darren Smith, the current Black Sticks men's coach, coaching the North. Peter Muskimen, the legendary Peter Muskimen, coaching the South. And we'll be back for the start of this match right after this.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more, and go further. Now available with Ford Assured Future Value Finance. No deposit needed, and at the end of your payment term, choose from a range of options, including upgrading to a new Ford. Search Ford Escape now. Ford, bring on tomorrow.
Holding me back.
Hi guys, we play for the Vantage Blackstick, so of course we love hockey.
And we also love being active and giving things a go.
We're giving away 5 awesome prize packs to inspire you to play hockey at home.
Each prize pack is worth over $1,000, including a Kookaburra hockey stick and a Kookaburra hockey ball.
A Vantage Blackstick shirt.
And a Polytan hockey skills mat. To enter, head along to polytan.com.au/dreamit.
And tell us in 50 words or less why you want to give hockey a go at home. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Are you going to say anything?
Yeah, good luck.
We're all set for a start here in the Sentinel Homes North-South Series. For the man, Jacob Smith, to get things underway. It's the South wearing the white and the North wearing the black. 21 Black Sticks players out there today in the current Vantage Black Sticks squad. And this is going to be a great clash. Glenn Lama, Craig Hardman with the call today, and straight away it's a free hit here for the South. And into the circle they come. And it's come off a South player. It's going to be a North free hit. These guys will be like caged lions, Craig. It's been 4 months since they've been out there.
100%. I think they'll literally come out flying over the gates in this first quarter.
So Nick Woods on the ball here. 25 years of age, loves to control things at the back and unable to control that. Speaking of that one, Sam Heha, but it was a tough one for Sam Heha. And Blair Tarrant, such a controlling figure. Got the captain's armband today for the South in this contest. Morrison can't control it. He's been dispossessed, and away comes Dylan Thomas with the ball. And he's earned his team a free hit. Near the edge of the circle. Woods comes forward. Thomas tries to touch it. Still in the field of play. Umpire Simon Taylor having a close look at that, but doesn't blow the whistle for a penalty corner. It's a good start here by the North. Looking to apply early pressure. And they'll keep that pressure on too with a free hit. In fact, with a long corner here. Woods seemingly keen to switch the point of the attack over to the other side of the field. That's Benji Edwards. Finlay still with it. Finlay runs. He's a good runner. He can't link up with Heha. Sam Lane back there doing some defending. Really impressed with Sam Lane last year. Very good player.
Yeah, Sam, out-and-out goal scorer. Very dangerous in the circle, but will work hard in that defensive area.
Very good from the penalty corner too. There's a little flick pass and unable to catch up. That was Stephen Jennis. Yes, it will be. It got just a slight deflection, didn't it, off a North stick? So Jennis now playing it in. Good tackle, though, from... Well, good block it was, really, from Finlay. Woods. Seek support from Finlay.
Good patience here. Small games just to get out of defence.
Oh, Jennis in there. And he had a shot, early shot, and it was a good one, too. And a good save there by Haywood. That's Jennis. Onto that one like a flash.
Loves to pull the trigger in there.
Tarrant. Of course, we didn't see too many goals off the stick from Stephen Jennis in the Premier Hockey League late last year. Majority of the goals go to Jacob Smith and Nick Wilson for the Central Falcons as Lett tries to play it in, but it's deflected from Thomas's stick to Woods. A few Falcons in the North team today, most of them in the South.
Yeah, there are a few Falcons in there. I think some of that hard work that Genes does off the ball to create those opportunities is just as valuable as when he puts it in the back of the net. So look out for him today.
Absolutely, he'll be keen, and he looks keen, doesn't he? Stephen Genes, one of the real veterans of New Zealand men's hockey.
Good press here from the Southern lads.
Coming out of it nicely. Here's the North. Spanchia comes forward. Still gets the free hit. It's going to be strange not saying Aaron Punchia's name, Craig, for after he retired late last year.
Yeah, veterans, given a lot to New Zealand hockey, excellent player, really humble and really sets the culture in the team. So I agree with you.
Yeah, but it's great to see the name living on through Jared. So the North, back to Woods it goes. Good press off the ball here from the South. A lot of players in the North half at the moment.
Yeah, they're forcing the North to make a decision to go forward there, and we see a turnover here.
Yeah, coming forward is Bryden. Now they're coming into the edge of the circle. And it's going to be picked up by Fraser. And now Punchia, good control here. That wasn't an easy one for him to haul into a hittable position. And in the end, it's going to go down for South possession.
Half-court press here from the North.
Yeah, not too keen on applying pressure here on David Bryden, the Cantabrian. Nice little pass there, skipped away from Jordan Cohen. And now away comes Hiha. Loves to have the ball at his stick. And running forward, Sam Hiha into the circle, creating havoc. Chance there. Is it gone in? It's still there. Penalty corner's the call. Wow, Riffler, the umpire not playing advantage there. I just wondered whether Craigie might have had... The North were really sweating on that one. Let's have a look here on the replay. Well, they're probably very lucky not to concede a goal.
Yeah, I think a little bit of danger there has probably almost saved them that goal, and we'll see what comes out of this penalty corner. No doubt we've got Nick Woods at the top. Captain for the North today, Nick.
Yeah, very good player, isn't he? Charles Ulich there too. Those are the options. Good work from Innocent to actually keep that out a moment ago. So early opportunity here. First penalty corner of the game. And it is going to be Woods with that drag flick. And there is the goal. Nick Woods. We saw that plenty of times in the Premier Hockey League for the Mavericks late last year. And he starts 2021 off just where he left 2020 off.
Great flick from Nick there, bottom left corner.
Yeah, not really much else to say other than very good execution from Woods. Good delivery, good trap, good finish.
I think we've seen some good possession there from the North, and that's really paid off. Definitely settled some nerves.
Yeah, nothing like an early goal, Craig? Well, you say an early goal, good for the one, good for the team that gets it. Maybe not so for the one that concedes it.
Too true. We see some good possession here at the South.
Bryden plays it forward. It's forward from Simons. And again, they just can't quite link up there with Capizzi, who's out there for the South now.
South happy to press here. Looking for that turnover.
There's Fraser. Good tackle from Capizzi. He's got it. That's a bit messy. And in the end, it's going to be Xander Fraser here to play it forward, the Aucklander, 22 years of age. Woods, the goal scorer. Great pass. Finlay, nice touch. Now Punchy, who switched over to the right-hand side. Just played it into the legs of Tarrant. That was a clever play.
Nice piece of hockey there.
Wasn't it? Good combination between Woods, Finlay, Punchia. Woods again. Steve Edwards, veteran player these days, 35 years old. Still performing at a very good level.
Yeah, can't beat experience.
Well, he's gunning for his third Olympics later this year. Steve Edwards.
Good press here from South, just couldn't quite nab the ball there.
Here he is, speak of the devil, and back to Woods. Great combination there, isn't it? Lots of experience between Woods, Hanchia, and also Steve Edwards. It's come off a South player's stick. They can't get the ball at the moment, which is interesting, Craig. Here's Finlay off the pass there from Skimmon, rather from Greentree.
Yeah, I think we've got a really switched on north side here. They've really turned up, which they need to, and they're doing well.
They are, aren't they? And they just control. It feels like they've got control of the game straight off the bat. Although, just as I say that, Edwards has lost the ball. And away comes Robbie Capizzi, who's playing against many of his former teammates in this game today. Nice little pass from Dominic Newman. Bryden.
Commentator's curse there, Glenn.
Yeah, happens more often than you think, is McIntyre. And Bryden looking for a bit of control at the back here. And Malachi Bushell is out there now wearing 20. He's got the ball right here for the South. Nice work from Thomas. Nick Woods has it. Yes, folks, we've got that unique thing in hockey at the moment. We've got 2 Dylan Thomases playing in this game today, one in either team, and they're not related. Yes, Nick Woods gets rid of it. I think he just had enough, Nick Woods, and that was good to give his team some field position there.
Interesting to see the 2 different pressing styles from the north and the south. Quite different. South being quite aggressive in the north's half. North happy to just sit back here at the moment.
Harry Muskimin, Dane Lett. Whoops, and wasn't controlled there by Lane. Frustrated with that one. Hasn't seen too much ball, Sam Lane, in this contest so far. Woods goes aerial this time.
Great ball there from Nick.
He's so good at delivering those good balls. Tim Neal now on the ball, the Taranaki player. And Fraser. Back to Neal, he's drifted wide of the circle. Played it cleverly into the legs here of Dane Lett. And now it's back in Neal's possession. Lett almost trapped it and got the ball. Good pressure in the end, didn't they? From the south. Oh, and then they give it away.
Yeah, I think South would just really like a bit of possession going forward. They need to hold on to the ball here.
That's Thomas. Going back to Benji Edwards. Woods across to Edwards once more. Lane deflects it out. Finlay. Still in Thomas. Tallest player on the field. Morrison concedes the free hit. Finlay. South looking to trap him in the corner, and in the end, no harm done. So just the 1 goal so far, just under 5 to play. Nick Woods from a penalty corner for the North. Here's the goal scorer. I like the way the South have just slowed it, or feel like they slowed it down, Craig, do you think? Just to try and get some control?
Yeah, I think they're struggling to break down this half-court press at the moment, and then what the North are doing is they're pressing from the halfway line, which is taking away the space for the South.
Well, Harry Muskimin did some hard work there and then just got his communication wrong. Of course, he's being coached by his uncle Peter today. Very famous name in New Zealand hockey, of course, Muskimin. Now racing downfield is Ehrlich. This is Panchia. Into the circle. Good desperation. Winning the free hit just outside the circle. Kingston it is.
Boys, quicker reaction.
Yeah, it's off the stick there of a North player. Good pressure coming in from Simons. From the South, wearing 17. Free hit taken quickly by Woods. Ooh, Niha. Couldn't quite get that control he was looking for there. Create something. Woods has just got such great vision, hasn't he? Can see an opportunity in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, Nick's it's backed up with an excellent pass as well. Flat, crisp.
Pressure on the South here from Nick Wilson at the top. He's been a bit quiet so far. Hasn't really seen too many opportunities. As Newman plays it forward, it's cut out by that man Woods. Kneeled.
Just struggling to find that last little pass to penetrate the North's 25, really, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not getting field position, getting plenty of possession. Not really able to do anything with it. Oh, boy, how did Thomas get through there?
Great skills.
That was fantastic. And a great pass too. No, couldn't quite find Nick Wilson up front there.
Little touch from the South player.
It was really nice work from Thomas. There he is, Dylan Thomas once more. Again, they're just controlling it at the back. That is not the greatest of passes, but it's worked out okay for the North to keep possession. Dominic Newman couldn't get the ball. Kneeled. Illich couldn't come through and get that one.
Good look from some there.
So Dane Lett. Tarrant back out there. Oh, good tackle. That's coming in as Nick Wilson. Nick Wilson's got a player ahead of him. Still going back as Tarrant trying to stop the attack, and it's just on the edge of the circle, says Simon Taylor, the umpire. Now Thomas in space. Look out, Dylan Thomas. Deflection in, yes. Second goal gone in from Nick Wilson. 2-0 the score. It's very good finishing from Nick Wilson.
I think George Muir might have got that little touch.
Ooh, okay.
And then Nick has finished it. Be interesting to see it coming across the circle.
It just gave Thomas too much space, didn't they? Yeah, it looked like it's gone in from Nick Wilson. But look at Thomas. Created all the space, and you just got to belt it in, don't you? Yeah, number 7. Nick Wilson has put it in. Two-time Olympian, of course, Nick Wilson, but he hasn't been in the Black Sticks for a long time because he's been playing overseas. So very good start here for the North, and we were very impressed with the South lineup, weren't we, Craig?
Yeah, I must say we had the Southerners as the favourites going in here. North have really turned up though. They've shown up in this first quarter.
They look like they have been together for a long time. Now Janice looking to provide some enthusiasm up front for the South. North have got a lot. Every player back behind the ball at the moment is Tarrant. Can't quite find Stephen Janice. So the North can come away with it again.
Great ball there from Nick.
Wasn't it? Great control from Finlay, who's on to Nick Wilson. Good tackle. Very good tackle coming in from Kingston. Still there, though, for the North. No, it's gone against Capizzi, George Muir. Oh, brilliantly kept in. That was superb.
Here we go.
There's a chance here. And no, it's fallen to Finlay, and that will be the end of the first quarter as time was really against them. Good little burst down there on the right by Jordan Cohen has resulted, though, with no goal for the South, but a very dominant, very impressive performance from the North to start this match. At the end of the first quarter, they lead 2-0.
Nick Woods, and at number 7, Nick Wilson.
So the two Nicks getting the goal, Woods and Wilson, for the North. What have you liked about this North team so far, Craig?
Oh, I think for me, the North have just managed to maintain possession in the important parts of the field, whereas the Southern boys, unfortunately, they've kept possession at the back, but not through their midfield. So that's just clearly given the North more opportunities, and they've done the job.
Well, pretty impressive coaching lineup today for the North. Darren Smith, actually the head coach. Looks like Dean Cousins is taking that half or quarter time chat there. One of the most capped Black Sticks players of all time, and Peter Muskimen is being very direct and clear with his instructions for the South, who have really not quite had that crispness. What do you think should be Muskimen's key messages to his team at the moment, Craig?
I think he's going to be talking about how to break down this half-court press. They're just not seeming to get through that. I'd like to see some of their players being a bit more mobile through the midfield and not necessarily looking to force the pass every time. They just need to maintain possession, so there could be a little free hit, and then they can look to go forward from there.
Well, there's enough class, I think, on the positive side for the South. There's enough class in this team. Yes, they don't have Nick Ross or Hugo Ingles today, but there's enough class still there to really come back, yeah?
100%, 100%. We're only one quarter in, 3 more quarters to go. It's a long way to go, so I'd say these guys will come out fizzing.
Yeah, there's 3 players, I think, still left in their lineup that have played more than 100 games for the Black Sticks. There's Blair Tarrant, Stephen Jennis. In fact, there might only be 2 left today. Yes, there's only 2 there, so they really might need. They'd love to have Hugo Ingles back. I mean, he's such a good player of the ball at his stick. So hard to read. So it's 2-0. The South and the White trail after the first 15 minutes. Sam Lane. I'd love to get him into the game a bit more. That's a nice pass. Let comes forward here into the circle straight away. Here's Jennison and Jacob Smith. Still there, and somehow the North keep it out. I don't know how they did it.
Yeah, good save there from the keeper. And but straight away we've seen more talk from Southern boys.
Well, Jacob Smith's not really been a factor in the game at all. He got close there, and it was in the end well defended as Morrison and also number 19, Dominic Newman, were trying to apply pressure. But that's a good, encouraging start for the South in the second quarter as Morrison holds the ball for Dane Lett. Well, they're going very direct, haven't they, as Finlay traps that one. Now Thomas got excellent stick work and pace for such a tall player. Panchia's pass.
Well defended there.
Couldn't find Muir. There's Edwards. Gives it back to Woods. Panchia. Trying to get front on there with number 10, David Bryden. Jared Panchia once more. Tries to find Muir, but he was muscled off the ball that time, and that's a great pass. And Janice, well, he couldn't control it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about there. I'd like to see Janice control that, win a free hit at best, and then they can continue their attack. But good start here from the Southerners.
Yeah, it looks like they've just increased their intensity and their urgency is the word I was looking for. It's Tarrant. That's Smith. Coming forward now is Newman. North being forced to defend a bit more.
Yeah, excellent work from the free man there for the youngsters watching on the hotline. Exactly what you want. A bit more pressure here from the Southern boys.
Yeah, and Benji Edwards couldn't link up there. Morrison. Good young player, Joseph Morrison, and Woods concedes the free hit. Morrison very aware, takes it quickly, into the circle it comes. Thomas. Excellent work from Dylan Thomas again.
Outstanding work there. Silky smooth.
Yeah. He'd fit a cube into a cylinder right now. No problem at all. There's Woods. And this is just playing nicely into the North's hands now, isn't it? Just a chance to just take their breath.
Yeah.
They've absorbed the onslaught a bit.
Yeah, the South boys have definitely started similar to what the North did in the first quarter, and North always happy just to hold on to the ball.
Here comes Letton towards the circle. Fights Janice. Janice trying to win there, get in there. Let. Oh, it's gone over. Just couldn't quite time it.
Bit of pressure here, though.
Top edged it. But this is a very good start to the second quarter. Get Janice in here, and then it goes back to Let. And he converted the try for 2 points, didn't he?
Yeah, hard piece of skill. Good press here. Hard piece of skill, though, with the upright reverse.
Yeah, and a bouncing ball. Wow, the North hanging on here. They've had nothing at the other end of the pitch. Oh, yeah, they've got it. Good work there from Newman. Now Terrence, who's playing a bit more further up the pitch now, is Morrison. Tries to get around Dylan Thomas. Morrison still got the ball.
Much more intensity here from South boys.
He'd want that again, wouldn't he? He's inside the 5. There is Malachi Bushell. And now Muir can open it up for Dylan Thomas. That touch, just a touch too strong. And it was all good for Blair Tarrant. Doesn't miss those ones. Lane. Over to Jacob Smith. Or was that Janice? It's Janice coming through the middle. Yes, Janice. And in the end, it comes to nothing. Yeah, that's hard luck.
Good circle entry. I think Nick will be shaking his head there as he is. He's a bit lucky to get away with that one, I think.
Fraser takes no risks and is going to win the free hit. 2-0 is the score. Goals in the first quarter to Nick Woods and Nick Wilson for the North. They're in the black. Very good first quarter for them, but dominating the second quarter, we've seen a complete role reversal. South looking much better in this quarter.
Yeah, like I said, it's a game of 4 quarters, and I think I definitely wouldn't count these boys out just yet.
It was Nick Elder playing that. Great pass, but Janice couldn't quite control it once more. Ooh, Woods across the face of goal. Always gives a coach a few heart palpitations, doesn't it, when you see something like that? Nice little pass, punch here.
Great skills
that's
here.
Good. That's excellent. Mule was the target of that pass and was cut out by Muskimen. Feels good intensity to this game now, Craig. It's Janice. Look out, it's 2-on-1 here. Stephen Janice. Here's the keeper, Leon Hayward. But Janice, oh my goodness, he's put it over.
It's definitely an opportunity gone missing there.
Wow. Well, he had Dylan Thomas with him, but Janice, Leon Hayward came out to cut the angle, and again, he just put it over, and that was well over, Craig.
You'd be disappointed with that.
Wow, the North escaped there. Oh, nothing changes in these sports. Got to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, you do.
You do, don't you?
I think the key thing for him now will just be a couple of deep breaths, get back into it, wait for the next one.
Well, look, he's a very experienced player, isn't he? He won't let that rattle him. That will be on his mind, I'm sure. That's a good pass. This is Greentree on the edge of the circle now for the North. Good tackle coming in there. Tangler sticks with Cohen. And he's got it, Jordan Cohen. Seeks the safety of his captain, Blair Tarrant. And it ended up being a great decision to avoid the pass because it come off a North stick out. And here comes Cohen taking it quickly. Well, rebounded off his stick. Off his foot, rather, from Steve Edwards. Well, props to the North team, and Darren Smith, the coach of the North, will actually be very pleased. They've repelled this really concerted attack in the second quarter by the South. They haven't conceded a goal.
Yeah, I'm sure Darren would have had these boys over the last couple of days, and well before this, well drilled in what he expects from them, and I think they've definitely got that on the park today. Nice and calm with the ball around the back, very settled. Just seem to make inroads here at the moment.
Steve Edwards. Nick Woods playing a bit higher up the pitch, but he's lost it. And Tarrant now to counter. 3 players back there for the North. 3. Tarrant gets the ball back. Great pass. Tarrant. Reverse stick shot. And what's the referee Tomlinson going to say? It's not going to be a penalty corner.
Yeah, I think if Blair didn't take that shot, he probably would have had the penalty corner. Unfortunately, took the shot.
Just a long corner. But second time we've seen the North lose the ball on the halfway and get in all sorts of trouble on the counter. Steve Edwards with a timely stick. And the North survive. You wonder about the lungs too. We touched on this with Nikki Smith in the women's game too, Craig. You know, this is a full game of hockey, first for these guys for a while. You just wonder how the lungs are 5.5 minutes out from half time.
Yeah, this is definitely a different level to the club stuff as well, plus the heat. Here we go from Greentree.
Yeah, Greentree on the edge of the circle. Good run. He's very good with the ball at his stick. Coming out there was number 2, George Ennison, the keeper, and he's won a free hit for his team.
Pretty easy circle entry there in the end.
Yeah, they just allowed Greentree to run.
Sam up, Sam up. Sam, right shoulder, Sam.
Newman for the South. Good work from Charles Ulrich there for the North. He didn't keep it for too long. It's Capizzi.
He's got away with a bit of football there.
Didn't he? Now, switch to the right-hand side now for the South. Skimmon playing on that position now as he hauls it across to Oliver McIntyre. He's coming forward. Oh, poor pass. Easily intercepted. Kingston. Thomas. Xavier Guy playing it forward now, trying to find Greenjar for Kingston once more. And Kingston has it. Woods. That's good from the North.
Yeah, happy just to settle things down.
Oh. Oh. It's going to be South ball off that little error from Xander Fraser. So South will try again. Well, they've worked hard enough to earn a goal. Craig, they just haven't got one.
Yeah, I think a couple of good opportunities there, and they'll keep chipping away here. They need to break down this half-court press.
Yeah, they're moving forward a bit now. Sam Hihar. Ulrich coming forward as well. Skimmon.
Great ball.
Just couldn't find a teammate though.
No.
Woods. As we touched on the call, fair play to the North. They've absorbed quite a bit of pressure. Okay, they got a bit lucky with that Stephen Jennis shot, not getting on target. And they've managed to keep the 0. Still happy to knock it around here. Use the clock up just a tad. Still 3 minutes to go in this first half. Fraser. Target for that pass was Nick Wilson, but couldn't find him. Dane Lett back out there now. Newman. Newman under pressure
Great
from
ball here.
Muir, and here is Janis once more. Janis deflected away. I think they might have come off a stick. It certainly sounded like one, rather than some body protection on Hayward. Let's have a look on the replay here. Janis, might have just deflected off Hayward as Tarrant comes forward now. This play continues. Nice stop from Elder. But he's lost the ball. And Wilson delays the pass very cleverly to Woods. Now Thomas trying to find that one, but he's not going to catch up with that one. Muskimmon going to win the ball and have a hit. Just over 90 seconds to go in this first half.
South would like to have another chance here. See if they can peg one back just before the break.
Well, fans of the South will be thinking they deserve a goal. But again, they're just struggling to get the ball forward at the moment as the North stack their own half. Lett's got the free hit. Gets another one off Thomas. So, Bryden, now to Tarrant. There's the crash ball into the circle. Didn't even make it that far. Smith tries to win it. And a penalty corner. Well. David Tomlinson, big call there.
Yeah, we'll see what happened there on the replay. Was initially a good piece of work from Nick Woods. Yeah, players just gone down on the ground there, and interesting call.
Well, yeah, because they were a good 2 metres outside the circle. But, of course, the umpire has discretion. Now, they've got to convert this. They've got Lane here. They've got Lett. Two very experienced players in penalty corner situations.
Yeah, they've got a good injector, and, they've got Tarrant at the top here too.
Well, Lane in the Premier Hockey League for the Alpiners was very good converting penalty corners. So, Genis traps it to Tarrant, and now Lane, and he's got it. Sam Lane, perfect down the bottom left-hand corner. We talked about how effective Lane was at penalty corners in the Premier Hockey League for the Alpiners. Just like Nick Woods, he's just carried on from late 2020. They deserve that goal, Craig.
Yeah, they do. Sam has buried that bottom left, and they have had the better part of this quarter.
Yeah, they deserve a goal, and they'll feel like they've got some reward. Nicely taken. Some good heat on that one, and perfect time to score too, just a minute out from half-time.
Yeah, agreed. Be interesting to see what the North do here with a little bit of time to go.
Wilson playing it back to Woods. Thomas. You pull the trigger, wouldn't you? Go for it one more time as Muir tries to win the ball. He's got it. George Muir.
Yeah, definitely have to go for it.
30 seconds. Finlay. Muir, good skills to keep that in from the sideline, but South will get the ball. Finlay. And bounce it. Looks like all the players are just happy for half-time.
A little bit of force back to finish there.
It was indeed. There is the half-time hooter. So it is the North leading the South by 2-1. Goals in the first quarter to Nick Woods and Nick Wilson. Had them leading 2-0. And then Sam Lane just a couple of minutes ago with the penalty corner to get the South on the board. We'll be back for the second half very shortly here on Sky Sport.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more, and go further. Now available with Ford Assured Future Value Finance. No deposit needed, and at the end of your payment term, choose from a range of options, including upgrading to a new Ford. Search Ford Escape now. Ford, bring on tomorrow.
Then holding me back.
we play for the Vantage Black Sticks, so of course we love hockey.
And we also love being active and giving things a go.
We're giving away 5 awesome prize packs to inspire you to play hockey at home.
Each prize pack is worth over $1,000, including a Kookaburra hockey stick and a Kookaburra hockey ball.
A Vantage Black Sticks shirt.
And a Polytan hockey skills mat. To enter, head along to polytan.com.au/dreamit.
And tell us in 50 words or less why you want to give hockey a go at home. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Are you going to say anything?
Yeah, good luck.
Yes, welcome back to the hockey here at St Paul's Collegiate in Hamilton, where it's half-time in the men's match, the first of 3, and it's the North leading the South 2-1. Very happy to announce too that the Hockey New Zealand are very delighted and happy that we've partnered with Sentinel Homes as naming rights partner for the Sentinel Homes North-South Series. We'd like to acknowledge too that Vantage Windows and Doors, the principal partner of Hockey New Zealand and Hockey, and the Black Sticks naming rights partner. Hockey New Zealand would also like to acknowledge the support of Computer Concepts Limited and Ford, the driving force behind the Vantage Black Sticks. All right, let's have a look at the goals. There have been 3 of them here in the first half. The first 2 to the team in the black. That's the North, and the first one came from this penalty corner. Trapped there and put away by Nick Woods, who's captain for the day for the North. Very good execution once again from the penalty corner spot. Perfect trap there from Steve Edwards and buried it into the bottom left-hand corner. Nick Woods 1-0. And then the second one came from the field. Dylan Thomas given too much space. Little deflection came off the keeper there. Put away by Nick Wilson in typical fashion for the 30-year-old. Nick Wilson on the score sheet early in this contest. He's played 170 games for New Zealand, 76 goals. He loves those little deflections. So 2-0 it was. And then just before halftime, the South came back with that penalty corner finish from Sam Lane from Canterbury. 65 games he's played for New Zealand and 20 goals he scored, and he's a very good flicker as well, Sam Lane. He got on the score sheet to get the South back into the contest. So we're all set up for a very good second half here in Hamilton. Stay with us. We're going to have the last 30 minutes of this contest right after this.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more, and go further. Now available with Ford Assured Future Value Finance. No deposit needed, and at the end of your payment term, choose from a range of options, including upgrading to a new Ford. Search Ford Escape now. Ford, bring on tomorrow.
Then holding me back.
We play for the Vantage Black Sticks, so of course we love hockey.
And we also love being active and giving things a go.
We're giving away 5 awesome prize packs to inspire you to play hockey at home.
Each prize pack is worth over $1,000, including a Kookaburra hockey stick and a Kookaburra hockey ball.
A Vantage Black Sticks shirt.
And a Polytan hockey skills mat. To enter, head along to polytan.com.au/dreamit.
And tell us in 50 words or less why you want to give hockey a go at home. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Are you going to say anything?
Yeah, good luck.
Well, we're not too far away from a start in the second half, the third quarter. Here in Hamilton, nice and sunny now. Still a bit blustery, but good conditions for hockey for the Sentinel Homes North-South Series for 2021. 2-1 is the score. The South, though, actually have more shots on goal. Isn't that interesting? 2-1 in their favour. Penalty corners pretty even. Circle entries also favouring the South. But I think we have to credit the North defence there, who have done a good job at repelling most of those attacks. And that goal, and looking at the stat sheet, is actually really hard-earned by the South as the two teams come back onto the field. So interesting to see those stats there. Craig Hardman, who's with us in the commentary here today, circle entries favouring the South, and they're dominating pretty much, not everything, but some key statistical categories within the scoreboard, which is the ultimate category.
Yeah, I think if we look back to that first half, that one chance that probably should have at least gone on target, that could make the score sheet quite different. It hasn't. However, give them a really good foot going forward into this second half of this game.
Yeah, much to be encouraged about for the South, the way they came back after a pretty slow first quarter for them, but the North were very good in that first quarter, and they made it count two of those two goals, which we showed you before half-time, or during the half-time break, with Nick Wilson jumping on that little deflection to put it home for what could be a critical goal in this match. Remember, South don't have Nick Ross or Hugo Ingles today in their team. Shane McAlee's not playing today for the North.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the North and South.
So the North are going to be playing from right to left in the second half. They're wearing the black, the South in the white. Yeah, we're all set now for the second half. Umpires Simon Taylor, David Tomlinson get play back underway, and it's going to be the North with the possession, and Nick Woods pulls the trigger straight away with a bouncing ball, and it's straight down to Wilson, who just can't quite control it.
Good ball from Nick there to start the game off, and a bit of territory here. Full press.
Yeah, the North straight away looking to apply pressure, and I was just about to say it was worked by Steve Edwards.
Clear intentions here from the North, put pressure on.
Well, they were right straight from the opening hit off, and now without the ball is Punchia. Jumps on that one. He's having a good game, Jared Punchia, isn't he? Seems to be everywhere.
Just calm and collective.
Edwards being hustled on the ball there by Morrison, who did a really good job, and he's earned a free hit too.
Good tussle.
Morrison. Well, they just needed the ball, the South, and they've got it. Very good enthusiasm by one of the younger players.
Still South ball there.
Yeah, they come back for a long corner. Muskimen over to Tarrant. Bryden. Well, that's good work from Hehart. Good pass. Now Wilson. Those are one of those ones, Craig, where you just wish the ball wouldn't be going so fast. It doesn't seem like it's going fast, but it's just going that a little bit too quickly.
Yeah, he's hoping for a bit of backspin, I think, on the ball.
Yeah, that's right. That's Smith. Had a quiet first half, Jacob Smith.
A little hustle there.
Yeah, Punchy doing a good job. Tarrant goes aerial. Good option too. Over to Morrison. And Thomas has conceded the free hit. What a good ball from Tarrant.
Yeah, right on the edge of the circle there too.
It was just hanging in there. It's like the ball had wings. And now Janice right on the edge of the circle. Oh, good tackle from Woods. Wilson.
Great ball here.
Yeah, George Muir. Good afterburners here from Muir. And Tarrant. Good work from him. That was good hockey all round from both teams.
Yeah, it was.
Thomas takes it quickly. Here comes Panchia into the edge of the circle. Panchia. Miskimmon did a good job to get a stick in the road, and Fraser's picked up the loose ball.
Piece of brave defending there. Nice and close to his player.
Angie Edwards down to Fraser. And that pass. Not on the money that time from Fraser.
Frantic start to this half, though. Both teams trying to get that one goal to either level up or get the buffer.
Yeah, it's good competitive hockey, isn't it? Good edge, good feeling into this game. Muir picks up the loose ball. Strong stick challenge there from Newman. And now Smith. Got to get Jacob Smith into the game more. Very dominant for the Falcons in the early stages of the Premier Hockey League in particular. And Smith looking for that one. Here, we might get it here. Surely they'll score. Genis, and he has. Well, it all went wrong at the back there for the North, and the opportunity was created. And excellent composure from Stephen Genis in the end, and we're locked up. What happened here, Craig? It just happened all of a sudden, didn't it?
I think it's a bit of a melee, to be honest.
South tie it up with a goal from number 13, Stephen Jeunesse.
Wow, it just fell for him. And in the end, he wasn't going to miss from there, was he?
Yeah, just an array of errors. Nice, calm and composed from Jeunesse there, though. He could have tried to hit that first time. But once again, he's taken his time and then put it in the back of the net.
Well, it just came off the stick there of one of those North players. And there is the equalising goal. So an excellent comeback from the South here to lock it up. And now momentum, this is where we love sport, Craig, don't we? Momentum is definitely in the team in White's favour after it was a complete opposite earlier. Let's see what the North can do to bounce back.
Good full press there from the South boys, but again, press brings a bit of opportunity for the other team. North back on attack.
To Woods in space. Nice play. There's Finlay over there. Panchia trying to get the ball a bit closer to the goal, but Woods back for the long corner. This is Xavier Guy. Edwards over to Fraser. Good protecting of the space by the South. And the North look uncertain all of a sudden, don't they? Trying to get the ball in.
It's good shape from the South here. Definitely some words would have been said at half time to fix that.
Guy once again. Now it's going to fall for a white stick. And it's Jordan Cohen. And here they come. Jeunesse. Chance to counter. Delays the pass. That's a cracking pass. Now they come in through Newman. Oh, very good work. Oh, cracking goal from Dominic Newman. Doesn't get better than that.
Outstanding. He has just buried that.
Wow, what a finish. I love that little fake. It created all the space for Newman. And then that finish. Craig, how about that?
Yeah, I think he's just about made everyone, including the cameraman, almost fall for it. And he has absolutely buried it in the bottom corner.
Well, there'll be a dent in the backboard, won't there? Very good work. Just love that fake. It just threw that one player off his stride and created the space. And Newman, 3 consecutive goals now to the South. This game has been flipped on its head, Craig. It's been quite remarkable. How things have changed in this match.
You said it is 4 quarters. And here we go again.
That's Nick Elder winning the ball. Great pass to Smith. Smith coming through again. Look out. And there's close to another goal there by Capizzi, and in the end it's going to be a North ball. I don't know how they survived not conceding a fourth goal.
Good piece of keeping there, nice and calm on his feet.
Wow. This game has been turned around big time. You would have thought at the end of the first quarter, Craig, it might have been 8-0 by the end of it if the pattern of play was going to continue. But credit to the South.
You can just hear the talk on the field has just lifted a notch in the last 5 minutes.
Edwards. Guy. To Neild. But he's double teamed there by Smith and by the goal scorer Newman. Woods can't find the man up front, Connor Greentree.
There's quite a lot on the line here, really, when we think about it. You've got the new and old North v South series, but also these spots for Tokyo. So I'd say, the coaches will be looking long and hard here around how are these players performing in these next 2 quarters when they're out there. They're tired.
Well, it's right. And as we touched on earlier, there are 25 players as Woods plays it in. And here's a chance. And it's gone out off the stick there of George Muir. But 25 players in the squad at the moment, but that's got to be cut to 16 and 2 travelling reserves for the Olympic Games. So only 18 are going to get on that plane. COVID permitting, of course, for Japan. So 7 players are going to miss out. So there is a lot to play for.
Yeah, and that's everything, eh? It's the stuff that you're doing on the field now. It'll be the stuff that they'll be doing off the field. All of those things over these next few days will be vital for them to put their hand up.
Well, there might be more hockey to come before the team's named. Got to be named by June the 8th. So there's still plenty of time. But the selectors will be very clear, I think, in communicating to all the players what they're looking for, what they need to tick off to keep their name in the hat.
Yeah, definitely.
Woods. And what the selectors want to see, particularly the Black Sticks men's coach, who's coaching the North team, is his team coming back into this contest, trying to wrestle the control off the team in white, who have done brilliantly in the second quarter and in this third quarter.
South seem far more organised on defence, a lot more talk, a lot more communication, and far better shape from their players.
Well, jeepers, I think a spectator's just been clocked there, unfortunately. Well, that's really unfortunate. So play will pause for a moment.
Yeah, we'll just pause time, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's it there. It's just really unfortunate. Error.
Yeah. Fortunately, we do have some medical support on site.
Yes, we do. So there's just going to be a break in proceedings here. Score is 3-2. Let's give you the goal scorers once again. Nick Woods and Nick Wilson for the North. And Lane, Jennis and Newman for the South. And there is some concern for that spectator as we wait for the medics to make their way on site, and they are there now. So play will just be suspended for the meantime with 5:45 to play. Here's the incident once again. It's Tarrant. And he just got it wrong, didn't he, Craig?
Yeah, unfortunately it did. Tarrant's actually gone off the field to go over and check in with the spectator.
Yeah. But there are 2 St John's ambulance people there. Well, actually, I think they're from another company, but hopefully that person will be right. So we'll have play resuming as that spectator will continue. So we're back into the game now. North looking to jump in there straight away. Wilson it is. Plays it off the foot for a penalty corner.
Penalty corner to the North.
Pretty simple stuff there from Nick Wilson.
Yeah, nice and smart. You want to make sure that you get a result out of those circle entries. So the South have dominated the start here. However, a little break and play and gives them a chance to level up.
So, penalty corner. Now, the only penalty corner the North have had they've scored from.
They went to Nick Woods on the first one, into the first bracket. Will they go to the second bracket or will they go to the first?
Well, Nick Woods is there again, and Ulrich is the other one. It's going to go to Woods again, surely. Here's Woods. It's been deflected away this time. And the white team have propelled it. The South have done really well there.
Excellent work from the first runner there.
You've got to be brave, don't you, as a first runner? You just got to put your body on the line, Craig.
Yeah, it's probably a bit of a balance between brave and smart, maybe.
Well, Dane Lett was the lead runner that time, and he did a great job to get his body in the way.
Good press here, good press.
Yeah, the North under pressure are trying to pressure Dane Lett, who's going backwards. Brighton in that corner. Well, they've come out of it pretty well, haven't they?
Nice and calm from the South.
Very good play. Lett has it again. Now Morrison. Excellent work. And he's played it off Dylan Thomas's foot. He's a good young, smart player, Joseph Morrison.
Yeah, good work from the youngster, and I think we've seen a green card there.
Yeah, Nick Woods is coming on to the sideline, so he'll spend the next 2 minutes in the bin. So it's the South with a one-man advantage. Terrence. McIntyre it was with Lett. Blair Tarrant. Not just happy to hold their position at the moment. Now they just come forward just a tad as three players surround Malachi Bushell. GNS can't quite control that one. It's out for North possession. Just over 3 to go in this third quarter rather. 2-1 was the halftime score. 2 goals to the South have got them in front 3-2 in this third quarter. Oh, it's gone through Muskimmon. Here's Muir. George Muir. He's appealing for a penalty, stroke not given. Play on is the call.
I think George was at least after a penalty corner there.
Great pass. Here comes Tarrant coming forward. Lane is on the ball. Penalty corner at the other end of the pitch.
End-to-end stuff here. A bit of confusion from the South boys led to George having his opportunity, and then we're down the other end with the penalty corner.
Well, here it is again. So Muir here. Green pasture in front of him here. And David Tomlinson was right on the spot. And then in the blink of an eye, Lane creates the penalty corner at the other end of the pitch for the South. Now, the South have only had one penalty corner in the contest so far, and they've scored from it.
Yep.
So now Lane was the goal scorer. Here's the injection, and it's Lane again. Oh, it's not been trapped at all well by Blair Tarrant. And now Thomas controls it brilliantly. And here's a chance for the North at the other end of the pitch. Wilson almost stumbles. Oh, they've got back there. It's a penalty corner. Umpire David Tomlinson is not having a bar of it from Blair Tarrant.
Yeah, I think he's saying that Blair's hit that straight over the baseline. Always a tough call on the defender.
Well, there's the replay. And Tomlinson, to be fair to him, he's a very experienced umpire, Craig. He knows what he's doing out there.
Yeah, I think the ball was only going in one direction there. End-to-end stuff here.
So, Now the North can get energised. Now Nick Woods is still on a green card, so he's not out there to take this or flick. So Thomas and Ulrich. It's going to be Ulrich, and it's been deflected away, and it's another penalty corner.
Good pick up there, because the last one was run down by the first runner.
So it's still Ulrich and Thomas. Going to be Benji Edwards to take the penalty corner, injected once again. Up it goes, going to be Ulrich again, and he's got it. Charles Ulrich equalises the score, and they've done it with Nick Woods off the park on a green card. Game on once more. Wow, excellent work. And he's gone to the other side this time.
Good piece of variation, good pickup. Let's put the keeper on the wrong foot there.
So Ulrich gets the goal, North Harbour player. Former New Zealand under-21 player. And 3-3 is the score. Good time to score too as we get one more look at it. Very nicely done.
Nick Woods back on the field.
So the North back to 12, back to 11 players. Newman wins the free hit. Free hit again for the South. Let. Muskimmin. And that's off a black stick. Let back for the long corner. Now Terrence. Good switch to the other side of the field. Lane can't keep the ball, though. Good defending that time from the North.
Nice and calm on the foot. Just takes the pressure off the North here.
Well, the momentum shifts in this game has been really interesting, Craig, hasn't it?
Yeah, just interesting to see both teams just doing a bit of different work with their press, work in the midfield, wanting to hit the ball over a bit more distance.
McIntyre, good ball to punch here. Here's Ulrich, the goal scorer. There's Benji Edwards across the woods. But again, the North struggling to get it out of their own quarter now. Finally, they get up towards halfway. Muir. Punch here. Oh, that could bounce nicely. Oh, waiting there was Wilson. And in the end, it's going to be the North ball. Muir wants to take it quickly.
Yeah, it's a bit further back, I think. Caught the foot. Great patience there from the North just to build up right from that back right corner. Punch.
Yes, he's doing good work again. Just as we talk him up, he gives away the ball rather softly. Be disappointed with that one as Capizzi comes away. Good work from Charles Ulrich once more, the goal scorer. Terrence goes aerial right into the area, and it's going to be North ball.
Defender's nightmare, those ones.
Yeah. Well, it's probably worth the shot with the hooter about to go for three-quarter time. So we had a very entertaining quarter there with 3 goals in it. 2-1 it was at half-time. Then we had goals to Janess Newman. Brilliant goal from Dominic Newman. Individual brilliance from him to get the South in front for the first time in the contest. But then that penalty corner equaliser from Charles Ulrich has the scores locked up at 3-3 at three-quarter time. Well, it's beautifully poised.
Of course, remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back here tomorrow at the same time, 12:30 and 2:30, for the second match of the 3-game series between the North and the South.
You can see Darren Smith here giving some clear instructions around his team. Really trying to make sure that they know what they're doing. They're sticking to what the plan is.
And Tuesday we'll be back as well. Those games will be later on in the evening.
Well, just had to take my headphones off just for a second, Craig, because we just had an update on that spectator who was hit by that errant ball from Blair Tarrant, and he's fine. So that's a relief after a rather nasty connection to the head, it looked like. The gentleman concerned has received medical attention and is all good. So that's great news.
Yeah,
so
that is great news, and I think for Blair too.
Yeah.
We always feel pretty bad from a player's perspective. Really neat of him to go over and see him.
Well, it's all set up now, 3-all. Very hard to predict what's going to happen in this fourth quarter with the kind of roller coaster we've been on.
Yeah, I think it'll be really interesting to see structure-wise what the two teams do. So, do the North stick to their half-court press where they're pressing from the middle of the field, or are they a bit more aggressive, try and take a punt to win the game?
Well, I think the first goal scorer, whichever team scores first in this final quarter, that will really shape the match from there. 3-match series, remember? So this is the first game of 3, and it's going to be George Muir to get things underway. And it's going to be the North in with the first possession. Dylan Thomas. Of course, we might get a stalemate. It might just end up that way, Craig, after a pretty open and 6-goal contest. Who knows? We'll see. Now, Blair Tarrant.
I think the South have definitely indicated what they want to do here. Aggressive.
Morrison. Good tackle from Thomas on Janess and Wilson. Thomas continues his run. Hee-ha, sniping up front.
Some good height there from Hee-ha.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Thomas continues the run. Thomas still there into the circle. And David Tomlinson does indicate it will be a penalty corner. Well, it was all kind of slow motion in the end here. Let's see what happened, Craig. Oh, yep. Back of the stick, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hard to tell, wasn't it?
Hard to tell, but some excellent work off the ball by those two strikers. Give Thomas the space to run through there.
Wow. Now, it's an interesting time. We've got both scorers from penalty corners for the North out there, Woods and Ulrich. It's going to be Woods. It's there! Nick Woods gets the North the lead once more. Absolutely beautiful execution once again, and the North go back in front.
Excellent piece of penalty corner work here. Great injection trap. Awesome pickup by Nick Woods.
The North take the lead, 4-3 with another drag flick from Nick Woods.
Well, up high that time it was.
Just too quick.
Yeah. It's 21. It's the man you've got to keep your eye on here. Got some height on it. So 4-3. Oh man, the South did so well after trailing by 2 goals to get in front, and now they trail by one again. Let's. Nicely brought to deck by Ulrich. Woods, the goal scorer. He's got 2 goals in the game now. Yeehaw, poor pass that was out. Here comes Dane Lett. Newman plays it agonisingly. Oh, gee whiz, Dylan Thomas got tangled up. And in the end, Simon Taylor, the umpire, says a free hit anyway. I don't know what happened there, Craig.
Yeah, a little bit lucky there, I think.
Well, that was awful that time from Benji Edwards. He won that again as Lane. Looks to get his team back in it. Jacob Smith. Lett still has it. He's number 14 for the South. Plays it in, and Jennis just over his stick, and Lane was sniping too. Wow, well, that could have gone anywhere, and the South now looking to come back in this match for a second time as Tarrant. Good defending from Muir, cut down the angles. That's a good run coming into the circle from Muskimen. The long corner's the call.
Tempo's just gone up a notch here on the field.
Hasn't it? Lett plays it back to David Bryden. Muir tries to get the ball, and he's Oh, he's lost it. Let. Oh, he's wide. He would have loved to have got that one on target. Well, good period on attack, though.
Good pressure from the south here.
Jacob Smith looking to apply pressure. As we watch that replay. As Let goes wide. Oh, check that control out from Hiha. That was top shelf. And he's created space for Finlay. Good play from the north as Finlay comes forward. Oh, Bryden got back, but he hasn't able to keep it in the field of play. It's a long corner. That skill from Hiha.
There's a ridiculous piece of control there.
Oh, that was wonderful. Woods.
North happy just to hold the ball here as they build up. Similar to what we saw in the first half. Good piece of defence here.
Morrison, brilliant stop from him. It's Janess. Got Smith on his left. Oh, Janess. He's still got it, though. Dane Let. Muskimmon. Greentree's got it. Connor Greentree. For the north. Nice skill. But Morrison. He's a good little player, isn't he? Here's Let. Oh, great work. That's punchier. What a grab that was.
Very gritty player, young Morrison.
He's a good player to watch. Woods. Steve Edwards. Greentree.
Took his eyes off the ball there for a second.
Yeah, he was maybe caught in two minds there. Do I play a one-touch cross or do I just hold it? Before he decided it was over the sideline. Newman. Oh, that was a stop they needed to be made by Woods. Janess in there trying to win the ball again. Oh, he's there. No, the whistle goes. Well, just plenty of time left here. 10 minutes. Still feels like there's drama or more goals to come.
High press here from the south.
Fraser. Well, this is excellent work from the south. They're pinned right in the corner now. Well, they've got out of it brilliantly, the north. It's good work.
Very patient here from the north. Just happy to build the ball up. Trust their skill, their ball speed.
Kneeled. Plays it into the foot there of Nick Elder. Greentree. Good defending. That's Muskimmon. Well, in fact, that was Oliver McIntyre. Did really well there. And it's still going to be North ball. Woods goes all the way back to him. Woods happy to hold it.
Lots of space here.
Yeah, patient play. Fraser, good stop though. Dylan Thomas loses the ball. That's Dylan Thomas for the south. Who's out there? Bryden inbounds it. Good
Great
pass.
ball.
This is Thomas. Into the circle come the south. Capizzi. Capizzi, brilliant. It's round one. Oh, it's taken away by Finlay.
Great piece of keeping there.
And kneeled. Yeah, very good keeping from Leon Hayward. Of course, the Australian-born player. Former Australian international, in fact, of course, isn't he? Does qualify for New Zealand because his mum was a New Zealander. And now here comes the North again. Great little steal there from Kingston. Now, punchier. Muir Feeds Punchier once more. Good pass. Look at all the space, all the control from Neil. He would have loved to have trapped that one well.
Great ball there. Just couldn't hold on to it. North back into their three-quarter press here. Happy just to sit back, hold this shape. Tarrant on the ball.
Simons. Now the South just called back with Brighton, and Greentree's caught one on the hand, so he's going to win a free hit for his team, and it's taken quickly by Punchier. Well, a fifth goal here. Probably seal the game as Edwards comes into the circle. Brilliant run. Steve Edwards. Oh, it's wide. It's still there. In fact, it's in. Oh, wow. They kept that in superbly. That's a real pinball one, that one.
He's just allowed to run into the circle there, untouched.
Well, Edwards created it. I don't know if he scored it. Maybe he did. I think he did score it, Craig. What do you think?
I think he's got the rebound. Great piece of skill here.
That's Edwards, 35 years of age. Plenty of life in those legs.
There's the rebound.
Brilliant work from Steve Edwards. 5-3. Excellent work. One more look at it here. 1-2 he beat. 3, and then he followed it up. Brilliantly done. Well, I just said maybe this is the commentator's curse, Craig, but I said the fifth goal would probably seal it. Well, the South have pulled their goalkeeper, so the South are playing with 11 outfield players. Probably not much choice now, Craig.
No, they have to go for it.
Let's see if this tactic pays off. There's always a huge risk reward with it, particularly if you lose the ball.
Quite often mentally having to deal with that extra player up front can be a challenge. You lose your free man generally.
Skimming.
Whoever Nick's picked the ball up really well here.
Woods. Well, it's been a game of comebacks, hasn't it? South did come back brilliantly to take the 3-2 lead after rather trailing 2-0.
Yeah, I was going to say, great ball here.
What a pass from Thomas. Here comes the North again. And it's going to dribble out there for the South to win it. Brighton did pretty well there. Maybe he was a bit lucky there, Craig.
Scrambling defence, he's done an excellent job.
He's had a good, strong game, David Brighton. Skimming. Let. Comes Malachi Bushell, Victus McIntyre, Jacob Smith, and it's a free hit against Smith.
Great tackle there from Tim Neild.
Woods gives it to Dylan Thomas. What do you do here if you're the North? Do you just call it off, knock it around, manage the game? 2 goals up. Soak up some time on the clock, and McIntyre's let it go through to the keeper. It's taken out his middle stump. Here comes Janess. Woods. Free hit goes against Morrison.
Yeah, I don't think a lot will change here for the North.
Wow, they might even get a 6th. Who knows? As Wilson plays it to Sam Heha. He's in the circle. Oh, Muir's missed a golden opportunity to get a 6th goal.
Well played there from Sam. Excellent overhead. Just couldn't find that last little touch.
Yeah, Sam Heha, brilliantly done there. And a good cross from Heha. They might get another chance here. Edwards, lovely pass. Here's Nick Wilson. Oh, he's got tangled up in a stick, and the South have somehow survived again. And Bushell's got it. Yeah, brilliant from Malachi Bushell. Now this might work out for the South. Nick Elder switches it over to the right, effectively McIntyre. Smith in the corner. And that'll be a long corner. The North pack the circle again with defenders. There's Let. And away comes the North once more. Wilson. Muir up there with him. Plenty of white jumpers back there. Desperate to get the ball back and let. Fix a good tackle. Panchia. That's great work from Kabezi to win the ball. Some good one-on-one contests out there at the moment in Muskimmin. Play continues. Bushell once more. And let. With time ticking away, the South have got to find 2 goals. Tarrant might crash this one in. Oh, good work from Woods. Wilson back there defending this time. Jacob Smith did brilliantly. He's always asking the question, isn't he, Jacob Smith?
A few double turnovers here. Be frustrating the coaches.
South still have, they've really got to score now, don't they? Inside the last 2 minutes. Dane Lett. They've just got to crash it in at some point.
Yeah, we've seen it done before.
We have. On the edge of the circle, there's a shot from Janess, and penalty corner as you can see. No, it's lifted into the circle.
Yeah, I think he's asking if the shot was actually on target. Nick calmly passes the ball out to the right though. Happy to go forward.
Dylan Thomas happy to just soak some time up. And all he does is give the ball back to the South. And away comes Harry Muskimmin once more. Tarrant. All green cards going to be issued here. And away goes Dylan Thomas. Well, now, this is interesting, isn't it? So, there's only a minute left. The South are playing with 11 players outfield, no goalkeeper, and it's the North are down to 10. But time is in the North's favour. Is brilliantly done by Ulrich. Oh, and he's kept it in field as well. How about that play?
Outstanding piece of work there by Charles.
Lovely delayed pass to Panchia.
Just happy to hold on to the ball here, the North.
Yeah, I think they might just hold it up in the corner. With less than 30 seconds to go. Here they come. The South one more time. Janess tries to play it into Finlay. Penalty corner is conceded.
Fair call there, I think. Advantage was taken away from him to be able to take that free hit quickly. And
15 seconds to go. So 15 seconds to go. So really this is just consolation. Craig, you haven't seen 2 goals in 15 seconds before?
Oh, not quite 15 seconds, but I do recall back to a Black Sticks versus Germany.
Oh, no, don't bring that up again.
I don't think we want to bring that up, eh?
No. Yeah, that was one of the most heartbreaking things you'll see from a New Zealand sports team. It was out of London, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember watching that live. Funny things do happen sometimes. I wouldn't write them off just yet.
So Janess, they've got to score this. Lanes to targets. It's saved by Hayward. Janess tries to whack it in. It's still penalty corner again. And it's soaked up 8 seconds, so we've only got 7 seconds left. Now, Craig, have you seen 2 goals in 7 seconds?
Definitely can't say I've seen that. But excellent piece of keeping here by Hayward. He's taken three to the body there, and he's kept the ball out.
Yeah, Leon Hayward. Very good performance from him in goal again. Here comes Janess. Dane Lett this time. And it's deflected off the foot there of George Muir. But that soaked up another 5 seconds. So the North have got this one done. Very good performance from them. They were leading 2-0. They trailed 3-2. And then they've come back to score 3 goals to secure the win. It's the South. Look at those numbers up on the ball there. Last play of the game. It's gone to Dane Lett again. And they have scored a goal. But it's all consolation. So well done to Dane Lett. He's on the score sheet. But the game is over. And 9 goals have been scored in this contest. So a very good game to start the Sentinel Homes North-South Series as we get one last look at that goal from Dane Lett. Many of the goals have come from penalty corners fact, I count 5 of the 8 goals. 9 goals, in fact, have come from penalty corners. Might even be 6. I might have to check my notes. But anyway, the full-time score here is the North winning by 5 goals to 4. Well, there we are, folks. And Craig, final thoughts from you. Very entertaining game, and I think a lot to go forward for both coaches and both teams.
Yeah, I think both coaches and teams will be really pleased to get a game under the belt. No doubt there'll be quite a bit of work done overnight. Some video footage, some planning for tomorrow. And the South, I'm sure, will come out firing, try to peg one back, remembering that we do have a game on Sunday, 12:30 with the women, 2:30 with the men, and then on Tuesday night. So, series of 3 games. I think the North will be wrapped with that result. Really calm, composed, but nothing too over the top from their celebrations. So.
Indeed, yeah, job done for game 1 is probably the thoughts going through their mind right now. All right, stay with us, folks. We'll be back to wrap up this game, have some interviews with the 2 captains right after this.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more, and go further. Now available with Ford Assured Future Value Finance. No deposit needed, and at the end of your payment term, choose from a range of options, including upgrading to a new Ford. Search Ford Escape now. Ford, bring on tomorrow.
Then holding me back.
Hi guys, we play for the Vantage Black Sticks, so of course we love hockey.
And we also love being active and giving things a go.
We're giving away 5 awesome prize packs to inspire you to play hockey at home.
Each prize pack is worth over $1,000, including a Kookaburra hockey stick and a Kookaburra hockey ball.
A Vantage Black Sticks shirt.
And a Polytan hockey skills mat. To enter, head along to polytan.com.au/dreamit.
And tell us in 50 words or less why you want to give hockey a go at home. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Are you going to say anything?
Yeah, good luck.
Well, welcome back to St Paul's Collegiate. Just seen a very entertaining game of hockey in the Sentinel Homes North-South battle today. Won by the North by 5 goals to 4. Nick Woods, the captain. Congratulations, Nick. And what's it like to get some hockey in the legs after a long period away from playing?
Yeah, it was brilliant, eh? It was good to get a bit of a feist out there. The old North v South always brings a bit of that. The competitive nature of the game was outstanding. It was good to have a great hit out against the boys.
All right, well, you got off to a great start. Cracking first quarter from your team. It looked like you've been playing for 5 weeks rather than not at all. What did you put down that to?
Building on the stuff we've been working on as a Black Six group has been pretty much the cement for us to go forward off. Continuing on with that sort of stuff is what we'll aim to get from game 1 to game 2 and then onwards.
And then in the second quarter, it was flipped it on its head with South coming back, and they actually took the lead, didn't they? 3 goals to 2. So what happened there, do you think?
Yeah, a couple of self-implosions, I reckon. A few errors from our team that cost us a few goals, which we need to nullify going forward, because it just can't happen in international hockey. You do that 3 or 4 times, that's 4 goals, and next you know we're 4-0 down. So yeah, take that out, we'll be fine.
But you adjusted at half-time, and back you came again with you got yourself into a winning position.
Yeah, it was good to see from that third quarter going forward that we continued to attack and didn't go back into our shells. And I managed to get a couple back, which is awesome. It was a great effort from the boys. I'm super proud of them, eh?
Well done for winning the first game. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Glenn.
There we are, Nick Woods, the captain of the North team today, and we're joined now by the South's captain, Blair Tarrant. Blair, hard luck. A slow start. What do you put that down to, do you think?
Oh, I'm not really sure, to be honest. You're right, it was definitely a slow start, and it took us maybe 15 minutes to get into the game. And then from there we started looking good, but then we kind of let it slip in that third and fourth quarter.
Why do you think that happened?
Well, I think we lost focus a little bit. We went away a little bit from our game plan, and we just, I guess it's a trust thing. Trust that if we keep doing the right thing, then the results will come.
All right, so defence. Nick made a comment just off air that there was not a lot of, a great defending going on, hence the 9 goals. Do you agree with that comment?
Oh, that's his opinion. He can have that. I think there was a few more errors. I'd say errors on the ball that were creating the goals. So, I think the structures in defence were not too bad.
All right, well, good luck tomorrow. Hard luck today.
Cheers, thanks.
There we are, Blair Tarrant, the captain of the South team. So 2 entertaining games of hockey today, folks. Congratulations to the South women's team, winning 2-0, and the North men's team winning by 5-4. We'll be back on air at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for Game 2 of the 3-match series. Thanks for watching, and we hope you can join us then.
Sentinel Homes North vs South is proudly brought to you by Sentinel Homes and Hockey New Zealand, in association with Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Ford New Zealand, and Sky Sport, your home for hockey.